everybody, welcome back. So Kamani has had the last few months a really bad issue of setting back. So I bought one of these tie rings and we're gonna use it today and do some desensitizing. Excuse me. So yeah, let's get into this. So this is a hula skirt and I'm just kind of waving it really nice and quiet. But as I get closer to her face, well, she didn't like that. So sometimes I can be grooming her and she'll set back. Sometimes I can be throwing the saddle pad on or off and she'll set back. So that's why I'm desensitizing her in the round pen. And I'm doing it by her face and behind her and up by her shoulder. Pretty much everywhere. I like this here. She's like standing like she's going to set back. But she doesn't. So I did do everything on both sides. But I didn't show everything because the video would have been like an hour long. So I'm okay with her kind of tossing her head a little bit. She's just protecting her eye. But I do like here how you can see her legs. She's getting ready to set back. And she's kind of sitting back a little bit. But she's not pulling and freaking out completely. So let's go to the other side. Same thing. Starting off nice and slow. And bam. Yeah. I do like she didn't pull back as much that time. And she calmed down quicker that time. And it's interesting here how she's like sitting back on her hocks, but she's not actually pulling and freaking out. So you'll see as I go on, when she starts to do that, I stay there a little bit longer just to kind of see where her threshold's at, what I can do, what I can't do, that kind of thing. I'm not hitting her with the hula hoop here, I'm just waving it by her. There, I'm loving on her with it, and you can see she's, again, setting back on herself, getting ready to freak out, and she's able to control herself, which I really like. She's starting to get it. I'm kind of upping my pressure every single time I go in, being louder, bigger, more up by her face. Just really testing her, because like I said, sometimes I can just be brushing her back, and she'll set back. So I'm going in with the flag here. Trying to make it pop and make a lot of noise. And she doesn't really care too much. She flinches a little bit here and there, but she also hasn't been desensitized in quite a while. I've been doing this the last day or two with her, but this is the first day I've used this tie ring. She did break my only breakaway halter yesterday. So there, she's jumpy, setting back on herself a little bit. But you'll notice she didn't freak out, so I stopped. Loved on her for a minute, and she really didn't like me touching her chest, so that's why I started again with the flag. And I like that she's able to compose herself and stick with it. And I like how she looks at me when I walk off. So here I got on the fence, got a little bit higher than her, started waving it around. Just really checking all my bases. So here's pool noodle. I'm just being a crazy person. And again, I really like that right there. So she went to set back, freaked her head out a little bit, pulled it back a little bit, and then she didn't relax, but she did stay there, and she wasn't shaking or anything like that. So she did come forward. So here I have a clapper, being really loud and obnoxious. And I like that there, how she went to step back, and then came right off of it. So now I got a tarp. And here's kind of interesting. So you can see her setting back a little bit, shaking, and then right there, she's reaching for it. She wants to investigate it. I really like that, so I allowed her to do that. Move you guys around a little bit so you can see. And again, she's a little jumpy, a little tight, but then she wants to see what it is. She got curious towards the end. Okay, so Kamani was tied probably a half hour after that last clip, just so that she knows, you know, when you're standing tied, I'm not always going to run at you with items and scare you. You know, it's a good place to be. Now this one, I've got the water trough filling. This one likes to, if you want her to go forward and you're doing groundwork or something, she likes to drag you, so she sets back with the person. She likes to untie herself when you take her places and her buddy leaves her, and get free. So I've got my little book here. This is what it is in case somebody wants to get one. And it's got different levels on how to tie it. So I'm hoping, since this isn't tied like I normally tie her with like a loops, where you go in and out and in and out and then leave the tail hanging, because that's how she's figured out how to get the tail out. I'm hoping this one, you actually really have to pull some to get it to loosen and tighten. So I'm hoping she will not be able to untie herself. I'm going to leave her here while that trough fills. Well, I am not sure what just happened. I was reading my booklet on this tie ring, and I'm guessing she got pissy because the rope is way looser than it was, and all I seen was her set back and pull back. It's on level 2 because I know she's more of a puller when she does set back. So this is level 2, and then level 3 just simply goes over the top like this of the rope. Oh yeah, girl, you got some pull. I'm not at all shocked that Avalon did pull back kind of randomly. That's her thing. Like I said, you can be doing groundwork with her, just simply asking her to send or back up or whatever it might be, and she will protest and just pull back. Don't know why. You know, we've been working on it for the last year since I've had her. I think because right now she's trying to untie it, and I'll show you guys that in a second. I think what might have happened, because I was reading again, I didn't see, it just hurt her. I think she tried to untie it, and when it didn't come loose, she tried to pull. So I'm going to put you guys on her, and you guys can watch her. So, I filmed her for probably 20 minutes, and the most she did, of course while on camera, is she chewed on the rope, she started digging and pawing a little bit, and kicking the fence a little bit like you guys seen, just putting her hoof on it. Of course she doesn't set back when she's being filmed. I even went in there a few times, and like I had a lead rope and swung it by her, she didn't set back. I swung a whip by her, she didn't set back. She kind of lifted her head up a little bit, more than likely just to protect her face, which is natural. We all protect our face. So yeah, now she's just yawning a lot. Yeah, if she does anything interesting and I get it on camera, I'll pop it in here. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to continue to work on this whenever I can with them. Any day that I work with them, I'm either going to start them or end them on this. I think I'm going to mix it up because I want to do it when they're fresh. And I'm going to, like I said, mix it up because I want them to think of it as a good thing, not a scary thing.